what's up? This is Attila and welcome to PanterA Riff of the Week. Today I'm gonna be talking about the intro riff of Primal Concrete Sledge. This one might seem and sound like a simple one, yet it has a lot to offer when it comes to technique, musicality and whatnot, and this is actually a pretty difficult riff to play and pull it out right. So let's get into those details. The reason why I did play everything from this position is not to show off, but it's because still the after effects of the surgery I had just a few weeks ago. So anyways, the tuning for this lesson is in 440 D standard, whereas the original one on the Cowboys record is tuned to 435. Here is a link to all the PanterA tunings from Cowboys to Reinventing the Still. This is the low D string. There's one thing that is highly recommended with this riff and with certainly many of the PanterA riffs, if you are using especially similarly a lot of gain like I'm used to do, is that you have a noise gate setup, sometimes pretty heavy. Like for example with this one, as you can hear, the noise gate is working. So there's two parts of this riff and the technique that makes this riff very difficult. One would be the rhythmic part of it, and the other one is the right hand technique, as well as the muting that you do with the left hand, which is a crucial part, and it's the one part that I usually hear people play not the perfect way. So we're playing these down ups all throughout the riff, and in between we're gonna mute, and you wanna make sure that while you have a lot of gain going on, that these mutings and these rests in between the down ups are very straightforward and articulate and short. So for that you have to use both the right and the left hand. With the right hand, of course, you wanna put and leave actually this part of your hand on the strings, and also mute the strings by just slightly touching them. Again, I'm not showing it off, this is how I can play now. So slow, this would sound like this, down up. Instead of make it very tight. Maybe I would practice with longer rests in between so that you can focus on muting it really well. Something like this. And so forth. So once you have this kind of technique of the muting down, which is a crucial technique that I think does not get the credit and the emphasis that it really needs to have. So always make sure that you work on your mutings if you have to, because it's a really crucial part of playing guitar. So what makes this riff rhythmically challenging is that while the drum plays with the hi-hat, the quarter notes, the fills that Vinny played on the toms do have different accents. Beneath the drums, the bass plays 16th notes on the open E string, alternate picking. Every note has been played on 16th notes. And the guitar on the top of everything plays 16th notes down ups, but after every upstroke, there's a rest. And it makes to find the ones in each bar very difficult, because only in bar 1 and bar 4 it starts with the downstroke. To me it's a feel thing, quite honestly, to find where I am in the song, and if I want to calculate it, it seems very difficult. But what you can also do is to count those down ups. Maybe that could be a way of thinking about it. Then it would be 5 down ups in the first bar, and also adding a downstroke on the last 16th note of that first bar, and in the second bar, upstroke that you start with, and then the 5 down ups. And in the third bar, there's again 5 down ups that you start on an upbeat on the second 16th note, and then in the last bar you play 4 down ups before you do that sliding on the open E string. Maybe you can count it this way. Instead of calculating 5 in the first bar, you can also calculate that extra down on the last note of this bar and the first note of the next bar as the 6th down up. So maybe it's like 6, and then calculate 5 again, then 5 again in the third bar, and then in the last bar calculate 4 of those down ups. But you can also listen to the hi-hats, because they give you a way of knowing where you're at, because they play quarter notes, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and that's helpful. So whatever works you, that's the solution that you need to have. Thank you very much. This was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson and hopefully even learned something from it. If you have any questions or suggestions, just feel free to leave them in the comments section. And also, I got a Patreon site, so if you want to support me or get the tabs and other exclusive contents, just click on the link below. Thanks again, and I wish you all a lovely day. Ciao.